said he wished he was able to be here, but it's difficult for him to be here today. However, he said, though he is absent physically, his thoughts and mind and wishes are with you. He told me to tell Kimberly, just hold on. God gives strength, and He will see you through. He's touched also with, because I lost for him one of his grandma. And I know the Lamberts and the Marshall family and the others, they are all suffer the loss of a new baby coming into the world. And as the aunt said, Dolly, she said, plans were made while he was in the womb. A name was selected for him. And they had good, things planned for him. But God knows best. And we cannot fly in God's face. But in spite of what we go through, God will see us through. He gives strength. So even in the midst of this, we have to give thanks to God for what He has done. Probably you may think that the world #1 terrorist at one time was Osama bin Laden. And probably you may think nowadays the #1 terrorist would be ISIS or Baghdadi or probably even Boko Haram. But there's a worse terrorist than Bin Laden, ISIS, Boko Haram, and all the others put together. And that old terrorist is death. Death has no respect upon anyone. And death, will strike upon anyone at any time, even a young baby. The first funeral I had for the year was over in Grosse Pointe. And that first funeral was 2 in 1. The grandmother, who lived a long life, 92, she died. But while they were making plans for the burial of the grandmother, she had a daughter who was pregnant, and the daughter gave birth. But the baby lived for 1 day and died. So on that sad afternoon, I had the privilege of burying both the grandmother and the young baby. Well, I thought this would only once for the year I would bury a baby. But before we reach half year, I'm called to bury little Jemari. And Jemari only lived just about an hour, or even less than that. And it tells us how awful death is. It seems as though death has no conscience. Because, many terrorists, in spite of how, brutal they act, sometimes they look upon the victim and they have a little pity, a little mercy upon one of the victims. But death Death has no pity, no mercy. And it seems as though it's getting worse. However, we are assured that death strikes upon everyone and no one can escape. But the day is coming when death will be no more. In fact, when our loving creator God created mankind, he created us to live unmolested, untouched by any of those things that cause distress and pain and hurt to the human family. But we know what happened. Very early in man's existence, by man's disobedience, sin came into our world. And the Bible tells us, sin brought as a consequence death. So death has passed on to all mankind. And so everyone is subject to die sooner or later. I wish, even though death will come to everyone, I wish it was later and not so soon, as in the case of baby Jimari. However, as I said, before we begin to live, we begin to die. And it seems as though, the lifespan, the average lifespan of man is getting shorter and shorter every day. Because every day we listen to the obituaries on the radio, or we view on the television set. It seems as though the younger ones are dying faster than the older ones. And that brings pain to us. There was one time people, look forward towards life. You go to school and, you have plans there that when I finish school, I'll get a good job and I'll pursue certain, dreams I have and live and enjoy and be successful in life. But it seems as though everyone is afraid because of what happens to us. We see around us every day. Even little ones, young ones, they are fearful that death may strike any time. It seems as though for the human race, people, they are walking as though they are walking on hot coal on eggs because of the imminence, of death. Death may strike and knock at your door.